Hello, welcome to my reading. I'm Teacher Josh of John chapter 18 from the Peshitta. This is the Aramaic transliteration. And of course, Aramaic and Syriac, very similar. And the cool thing is, it's the spoken language of Jesus. It's what Jesus would have been speaking on the street. With his disciples, with his friends. It was the spoken language of Jesus' day. So I hope you enjoy the reading. It has brought so much cool new insights into the scriptures for me personally. All right, let's go ahead and read chapter 18. Ishu Yeshua spoke these things and departed with his disciples, his students, unto the crossing of the brook of Kidron, a place where there was a ganta, a garden, where he entered, he and his disciples, his students. Now Yehudu Mashlamana, Judas the traitor, had also known that place, because Ishu Yeshua many times had gathered there with his disciples, his students. Now then he, Yehuda, led a cohort, a troop of Roman soldiers, and also from the presence of the Rabbe Kahne, the priest chiefs, and the Frishe, the Pharisees, he led officers and came there with torches and lamps and weapons. But Ishu Yeshua, because he had known everything that was coming concerning him, went out and said unto them, For whom are you seeking? They said unto him, For Ishu Nazariah, Yeshua the Nazarene. Ishu said unto them, Inna na, I am. Now Yehude Mashlamana, Judas the traitor, was also standing with them. And when Ishu Yeshua said unto them, Inna na, I am, they went backwards and fell to the ground. And again Ishu Yeshua asked them, For whom are you seeking? Then they said, For Ishu Nazariah, Yeshua the Nazarene. Ishu Yeshua said unto them, I have told you that Inna na, I am. And if you are seeking me, allow these to go. So that the miltha, the word, might be fulfilled, which he said, that those whom you have given unto me, I haven't lost even one from them. But there was a sword on Shimeon Kepha, Simon the rock, and he drew it and struck the Abded Rabchenne, the servant of the priest chief, and took off his right ear. Now the name of the Abda, the servant, was Malchus. And Ishu Yeshua said unto Kepha the rock, Put the sword in its sheath. The kasa, the cup, which Abi, my father, gave unto me, shall I not drink it? Then the Asphir, the troop of soldiers, and the Klirke, the captains of 1,000, and the Akshad Yehudeye, the guards of the Judeans, Jews, seized Jesus, Yeshua, and bound him. And they brought him first to the presence of Annas, because he was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, he who was the Rab Kahne, the priest chief that year. Now Caiaphas was that one who advised the Yehudeye that it is better that one Gabra man should die for the sake of the people. But Shimeon Kefa, Simon the Rock, and one from the other Talmide disciples were coming after, following behind Ishu Yeshua. Now that Talmide disciple was known to the Rab Kahne, the priest chief, and he had entered with Ishu Yeshua unto the Dartha, the courtyard. But Simeon was standing outside at the Terah, the gate, and that other Talmida disciple, who was known to the Rab Kahne, the priest chief, went out and spoke to the gatekeeper, and Simeon was brought in. Then the Lematha, the young woman, the gatekeeper, said unto Simeon, Are you also from the Talmide, the disciples of this Gabra man? He said unto her, No. And the Abde. Verse 17. Then the Lematha, the young woman, the gatekeeper, said unto Simeon, Are you also from the Talmide, the disciples of this Gabra man? He said unto her, No. And the Abde, the servants, and the Dechshe, the guards, were standing and had set a nura, a fire, so that they might warm themselves, because it was cold. Now Simeon was also standing with them and warming himself. Then the Rab Kahne, the priest chief, asked Ishu about his disciples, his students, and about his doctrine. And Ishu Yeshua said unto him, I have openly spoken with the synagogue, the assembly, and in the Hekla, the temple, where all the Yahudeye, the Jews gather, and haven't said a thing in secret. Why do you ask me? Ask those who heard what I have said in their presence. Behold, they know everything which I have spoken. And when he spoke these things, one from the Dachshe, the guards, who was standing there, struck Yeshua upon his cheek, and said unto him, Thus do you give a response unto the Rab Kahne, the priest chief? Ishu answered and said unto him, If I have spoken evil, testify against the evil. And if I spoken well, why did you strike me? Then Hanan Anas sent Ishu Yeshua, while bound, unto Caiaphas, the Rab Kahne, the priest chief. And Simeon the Rock, was standing and warming himself. And they said unto him, Are you also one from his Talmide, his disciples? And he denied it and said, I'm not. One from the Abde, the servants of the Rab Kahne, the priest chief, a relative of he whom Simeon had cut off his ear, said unto him, Didn't I see you with him in the Gantha, the garden? And again Simeon denied it, and at once the Tharnagla, the rooster, crowed. Then they brought Ishu Yeshua from the presence of Caiaphas into the praetorium, the judgment hall, and it was daybreak, and they didn't enter into the praetorium, so that they might not be defiled before they ate the Pescha, the Passover. Then Pilate, went outside unto them, and said unto them, What accusation do you have against this Gabra man? They answered and said unto him, If he wasn't an evildoer, we wouldn't have delivered him unto you. Pilatus, Pilate, said unto them, You take him and judge him according to your own namusa, law. The Yehudei, the Judeans, Jews, said unto him, It isn't permitted for us to kill a man, so that the word might be fulfilled which Yeshu had said, when he made known by what death he was destined to die. Then Pilatus entered into the praetorium, the judgment hall, and called for Yeshua. And he said unto him, Are you their Melcha, king of the Yehudei, the Judeans, Jews? Yeshua said unto him, Have you spoken this from your own soul, or have others told you about me? Pilatus said unto him, Am I a Yehudei, a Judean or Jew? The sons of your people, and the Rabbi Kahne, the priest chief, have delivered you unto me. What have you done? Yeshu said unto him, Malkuthi, my kingdom isn't from this Alma world. If this Malkuthi, my kingdom, was from the Alma, the world, Mashamshen, my ministers, would have been fighting, so that I would now be delivered unto the Yehudei, the Judeans, Jews. But Malkuthi, my kingdom, isn't from here. Pilatus said unto him, Therefore you are Malcha, a king? Yeshu said unto him, You have said that I am a Malcha, a king. For this I was born, and for this I have come unto Alma, so that I might testify concerning the Sharara, the truth. All who is of the Sharara, the truth, hears my voice. Pilatus said unto him, What is the Sharara, the truth? And when he had said this, he went out unto them again, unto the Yehudei, the Judeans, Jews. And he said unto them, I don't find even one cause against him. But there is for you a yadda, a custom, that one should be released unto you at the Peshitta, the Passover. Therefore do you desire that I should release for you this Melchad Yehudei, the king of the Jews? And all of them cried out and said, Not this one, but rather Barabbas, literally the son of the Father. Now this Barabbas had been a Gayasa, a robber. Wow, man, this is incredible. It's the trial of Yeshua, Jesus. And I think the most striking thing in this passage for me is the staggering announcement when they ask who Jesus is in the garden. He uses this phrase in the Aramaic, Inanna, I am. And that's not just any term. That is a term that is used of God himself in the Old Testament when Moses is talking to God in the burning bush, and he asks God, Who should I say that you are? To the people of Israel in Egypt when I go there. And God says, Tell them I am. So this is a very powerful phrase for Jesus to use. And I think the thing that is amazing is when he says the word, the power of that name, Inanna, coming from the lips of Jesus, Al-Kilimat Allah, the word of God, right? It says that they fall down on the ground. Literally, the power of that name, they're forced to fall on their faces to the ground. So he says it once, in verse 5. He says it again in verse 6. And then he says it a third time in verse 8. There it is again. Inanna. What an incredible term. Jesus uses this term to refer to himself, I think 4 or 5 times only. Once, there's 3 times here. Another time when he's being questioned by the high priest. See if it... and I think that's in the book of Matthew, in this same story. I'm trying to see. It's not in this account. It's in the Matthew account. And then the other time is when he's on the Sea of Galilee, and he's in the boat and there's a storm, and it says he calms the storm. What does he say? He says inanna, and the storm is just completely still. And again, in the Aramaic, that's what's so beautiful. In the Aramaic, it's very clear who Jesus is claiming to be. And it would be clear to the people who know Aramaic who he's claiming to be. Absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you for joining me. If you have any thoughts about this video, please like the video. You're welcome to mention something down in the comment section. Would love to dialogue with you. Or you can go to the website eslconnexus.com and sign up for the course. And we've got a forum in there. All of the chapters are in order. And it's a great way for us to kind of dig into the text a little bit more and interact. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.